Hello, everybody. Pony Boy here, and oh boy, as you can see, I've kind of let myself go because I've grown a little bit of a beard and a mustache. But if you guys caught my video that I uploaded on TikTok and Instagram about me stopping any uploads, that is technically still true. I mean, I guess it's a little bit of a violation when it comes to like YouTube because I'm gonna still do some reacting since I'm like doing a little better, but still somewhat in a bad place because, well, when I'm going to tell you this right now, both of my grandparents already passed away, and that came up out of nowhere. I'm not going to reveal their names or anything. I'm just going to say why I've been gone on, you know, other social medias like Instagram and TikTok. Those ones are the main ones that I upload to, but I haven't been uploading anything for a while because of that one reason. You could say two, but I'm not gonna say it like that because it kind of sounds a little messed up in my words. And as of right now, I just came back from visiting both of my grandparents because, well, we usually visit them on Sundays, but since, they're no longer around, we decided to visit them where they were placed. But as of right now, I'm going to be doing this little reaction of this death battle of Gru versus Megamind. I'm a little hyped. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat this as well, but I'm still kind of sad with my grandparents passing, but hopefully I can cheer up with this. Oh boy. Anyways, I don't want to keep rambling on. And who knows, maybe next time when you guys see me, I'm going to shave all this off. Anyways, I got nothing else to say. I'll catch you guys all at the end of the video, if I remember. Oh boy.
Gru versus Megamind.
You either die a despicable villain or live long enough to become an admirable hero.
He's Wiz and Boomstick.
And it's
looks
our
like
job
they
to
all put
analyze
in
their
minion.
weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh boy. Two villains who became
Evil
heroes.
never dies. It merely goes dormant, waiting for a villain to arise and spread its name to the darkest corners of the earth.
Like a man so evil, he cuts in line at the coffee shop and makes balloon animals for kids and then pops them in their face. What a despicable man.
The world would surely tremble at his name, Gru.
Really? Just Gru? Doesn't have some sort of stage name or like doctorate or,
Felonious Gru, son of the
I keep
supervillain
forgetting
known
that's
as
his
the
full name.
Bald Terror.
Oh man, he's so dead.
Even as a small child, Gru had big aspirations. He could make rocket bikes,
40s.
cheese rays,
Huh.
and this
I didn't know he was
dog?
in his 40s.
And his arsenal grew even more with the help of his new best buddy, Dr. Nefario. See? Now that's a supervillain name. Come on, man.
With Nefario's help, Gru's gadgets
The
grew
boogie
gadgets.
butts.
Flamethrowers, sticky fingers, fantastic entertainment for 2-year-olds, and a fully weaponized airship. Though I must question this thing's aerodynamics.
Indeed.
It's loaded up with wing-mounted machine guns, a rocket thruster that can escape the Earth's atmosphere, and a whole lot of missiles.
Despite the impressive firepower, Gru's go-to weapon seems to be his freeze ray, which can encase most people in ice with a single shot.
With his
gotta
gadgets
love
and
that gun.
gusto combined, and a little teaching from the School of Ability, Gru started making strides in the underworld of evil. He swiped the crown jewels when he was only a kid, nabbed the New York City Jumbotron just for fun, and even stole both the Eiffel Tower and the Statue of Liberty.
From
Las
Las
Vegas.
And Gru was bad, but he wasn't good at being bad. A lot of his schemes kind of blew up in his face.
The line
boy.
dividing genius from moron is a thin one. Just look at us.
Oh yeah, my back hurts from carrying all the genius between us.
Regardless, while Gru may not have been the infamous villain he'd hoped, he did earn the loyalty of a few guys.
Guys,
Yeah,
Minions.
guys, like
Literally,
little
just
guys.
minions.
There's Kevin, Bob, Stuart, Otto, Billy, Larry, John, Liam, Chad.
oh, the Minions!
Yep.
And that's not just their role, it's the actual name of their species.
Right,
wonder if
the
they're gonna
minions have
include
existed
these
since
minions
the
right
dawn
here.
of life itself,
Oh,
over
it's gone
3 billion years ago, and they all follow one instinct: to serve the biggest, baddest, most despicable villain they can find.
T-Rexes, Count Dracula, AI artists, whatever evil they can lay their grubby little lines on. Or just one eye. But finding their big boss was the easy part.
Keeping them was
not
the
so
hard
much.
part.
The amount of times the minions have incidentally caused the death of their own bosses is staggering.
Wait, didn't one of them serve the Queen of England?
What about it?
Nothing.
The minions witnessed Gru's villainy firsthand and decided that he would be the next big boss they follow.
It worked out like PB&J, because like Gru, these guys do machines.
The minions invented the fly swatter centuries before humans did. They somehow crafted light bulbs and instruments while living in the Arctic. So naturally, building Gru's absolutely massive evil lair proved a simple task.
They're geniuses.
Damn.
They once pulled off a jailbreak by building a flying machine out of prison outfits, vans, computers, and toilets. Aisle seaters are in shambles right now.
And they're seemingly invulnerable, having been smashed flat, set on fire, and exploded by missiles even inside their own mouths.
Yeah, that was crazy.
They're possibly immortal? Kevin here has been around since the dawn of their species, which means Kevin is 3 billion years old.
And their numbers keep increasing. Over 10,000 minions clock into work every day.
And yet, in a real work setting, they'd be fired in minutes.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like a popsicle, a butt, or anything remotely silly to distract them enough for plans to go off course. But these guys love TikTok.
It's no wonder that, even with thousands of minions at his back, Gru still couldn't cut it as a supervillain. Maybe it was time to hang up the freeze ray for good, but not before taking a chance at his ultimate dream.
Steal the moon!
Easier said than done.
Oh no, really? The moon?
When he couldn't get the shrink ray he needed on his own, Gru required a new, even more despicable weapon.
Children. Specifically, adopting 3 girls. And somehow it worked! Crime of the century, here we go!
How tragic that through all the dance recitals and unicorns, Gru discovered the joys of fatherhood.
Oh, story of my life. God, I'm so proud of her. Anyway, out with the villain and in with the bedtime stories.
But even though he turned a new leaf for his daughters, Gru wasn't done commanding his minion army. Now he'd just do it as not a villain, by joining the Anti-Villain League.
The AVL hooked him up with lipstick tasers and goop grenades, mini submarines and high-tech cars, and some great date nights with the future Mrs. Gru. Things are looking up, buddy.
5 minions even underwent
they are getting
procedures to
included,
become more powerful than before.
So I got this right. I got this right. Yes.
Stretches. Dave got super strength. Gus got super strength and flight. Sorry, Dave. Jerry became an indestructible brick monster who eats live bombs. He's my favorite. And Mills' new laser eye can blast through the planet and hit a satellite on the other side in less than a second.
Calculating its speed across the Earth, that's 5% the speed of light.
So, Gru's true calling wasn't being a villain at all. He's an anti-villain. And he's good at it, too. This guy can dodge heat-seeking missiles and casually punch out a shark in one shot. All because he was in full dad mode.
But the most incredible element here is easy to miss. For billions of years, the minions have had the biological drive to serve the greatest villain they can find. And yet, despite Gru's turn away from villainy, they chose to continue serving him. The minions' love for Gru is so strong, it overwrote their primordial genetic code.
They still see greatness in him, even now. After all, felonious Gru will go to the moon and back to keep his family safe. Wait, Kevin, don't touch that button!
What happens when the villain wins? On a grim, dark day, the citizens of Metro City learned the horrifying answer to that question. When their hero, their Metro Man, was lost forever. Bested by the fearsome supervillain destined for greatness, Megamind.
Incredibly
if your rival's
handsome
name is
of
gonna
all
be that
villains.
on the nose, you better match that energy. Their feud goes way back to when they escaped their dying planet Superman style and immediately got in each other's way.
While Metro Baby landed in a nice and cozy home, he caused the weird blue kid to crash land in prison and literally grow up behind bars. What kind of city government would make the kid stay in jail?
It wasn't as bad as you think. He was a perfect fit for the Metrocity prison for the criminally gifted.
Metro City.
But while everyone outside bars loved that
Metro
new
City.
kid who could fly, they weren't too keen on the boy with the big blue head and his constant string of destructive accidents.
So if he was going to be the
Rules on
bad guy no matter
accidents,
what,
come on.
why not embrace it and become a true supervillain?
Sounds kind of like you. Megamind is a genius inventor, creating weapons to stage prison breaks before he can even talk.
It does sound
Oh
like
boy,
me. With a
that's
bit of
crazy.
tutoring from Machiavellian in the ways of wrongdoing,
30.
he got to work on his crime-starting career, facing off with his destined rival over and over again.
And
Impressive.
Megamind's got everything he needs. An invisible car for getaways, assuming he can find the thing. A hover bike for flying and shooting at the same time, if he can multitask. Lasers, bombs, bubble guns, baseball
Oh my
bats,
goodness.
jet boots, and more galore.
But his go-to is the D-gun, a laser pistol with various possible effects, such as destroying, decelerating, demoralizing, de-locking, de-gravity thing.
I wouldn't expect a guy calling himself Megamind to have the
Binky.
best name ideas, Wiz. He probably based the entire thing around his favorite setting, dehydration, which turns people and objects into tiny cubes for easy storage, though they can be returned to normal with a drop of water.
He did keep the whole mind thing running with his horde of henchmen, the Brain Bots.
Damn.
These mini-mechs follow Megamind's every command, even pulling off the most incredible drone show you've ever seen in your life.
Which, according to the director's commentary, is made up of over 100,000 brain bots. Though,
Damn.
ironically,
Isn't
I
that
wouldn't
more
call
of
his
the
brain bots,
minions?
smart. That
Yeah,
designation
10,000,
goes to
okay.
Megamind's proper minion, Minion.
Minion serves many roles for Megamind. Sidekick, guy in the chair, awkward sibling relationship despite technically being his pet.
The best fish
No, that's
friend
his
you
brother.
could have in your plans to kidnap news reporter Roxanne Ritchie to piss off Metro Man for the 19th time this week. Or
week.
for the final time. Children, shield your eyes!
Did it! Thanks to his most powerful invention of all, an orbital death ray that could shatter mountains, Metro City's hero had fallen. It was Megamind's time to rule.
And
Okay.
he had no idea what to do next. With Metro Man dead, what was even the point?
Clearly, he needed a new superhero to fight, and apparently, he could just make that happen. With his diffuser gun, he injected this loser with Metro Man's DNA, turning him into Metro Man 2.0. Titan.
Damn.
Megamind even trained him himself, using his disguise generator and expert acting skills. What a performer! But for all his smarts, Megamind is a terrible judge of character. When Titan turned tyrant, Metrocity needed yet another superhero to save it.
Metro
That was
City.
crazy.
Thanks to some encouragement from an old friend, rival, who wasn't actually dead at all and just let all of this happen despite having godlike superpowers. Thanks to some encouragement from a very experienced friend, Megamind stepped up to the plate.
Hey,
Oh,
he
you gotta
had the
love that
moxie for it.
comeback.
Megamind's tanked explosions and dodged electric blasts. Titan was strong
boy.
enough to toss around a skyscraper, and Megamind put up a solid fight with his mech armor.
A suit
Yeah, that's
specifically
true.
designed to mimic the pilot's movements, whether it be lamppost sword fighting, busting a move, or being surprisingly stealthy.
And with
I
quick
know.
thinking and some hench help, Megamind taught Titan a lesson he knew all too well. The bad guy always loses.
So
Oh,
the
dear.
city decided to just forgive Megamind of all his years of terror and destruction and call him their superhero. I guess they didn't really have any better options.
Hey, Megamind took his new role as the city's hero seriously. He even built a suit that mimicked Metro Man's strength, flight, and X-ray vision.
Now, the
That
D-gun
is
is used to
crazy.
make runaway bad guys lose their balance and get caught. His portal bazooka is excellent for saving people from out-of-control cars. And
Portal
while the death
bazooka?
ray might not have been a hero killer, it's certainly great at blowing up giant evil robots.
And Minion was all for it.
Actually, once they went nice, Minion had to legally change his name to Old Chum because of some
Old
other
Chum.
Minion-related thing.
What?
Oh.
You mean the yellow guys?
No, I mean they got a cease and desist from Mr. Minion's Meatsicles.
Sounds delicious.
Ah.
I'm still gonna call him Minion. You can't break up this duo.
Even as Megamind uses his tools for good, destruction still tends to be inevitable. To the point that, as the new mayor of Metro City and his new partner, Roxanne instituted a policy that anyone inconvenienced by a Megamind battle would receive a free cup of coffee. That sounds horrifically right for corruption.
What?
That's why there's so many Starbuckses everywhere. At least the brain bots are covering all the cleanup. It's a messy job being a superhero, but Megamind's finally found his purpose, even saving the city from the Doom Syndicate, which is like 6 of him.
Though not without some
What?
self-induced difficulty. You have an instant wind gun on your hip. use it.
Hey, with girlfriend, sidekick, and adoring fans to keep it going, it doesn't matter what sort of danger comes to town. Megamind will always rise up as the defender of Metrocity.
It's Metro City. All right, the commands are set, and we've run the data for all possibilities.
It's time for a
What
jet
is
battle!
that? Let's see who's gonna win. Oh damn!
Minions, prep the artillery.
What
We're not letting
animation
him
is
get
this?
away. Hi, peoples. Ooh, and here I thought it was the hero who chases the bad guys. Ha!
Oh dear!
Oh, oh, oh. Ah. Minion, I'm going to need a new pair of pants.
Yes, sir. Sending you the Sunday Best Package.
Sunday's best package.
Take this!
Oh dear!
Oh.
Oh! Oh dear!
Freeze ray! A dark color scheme! Strike ray! Henchmen who look the same! Laser gun! A genius weaponry! You are suddenly a real supervillain!
Nice! The brain
You're
drops.
just missing one thing! And what might that be?
Presentation!
Minions, assemble! And start the music!
What is this now? Oh dear!
Oh, check that mark in the morning. No, hey, we just fixed that.
Oh!
Come on, sir, smash him. Oh, hey, that's kind of cute.
Oh, okay, he was just enjoying himself. Okay, he grabbed him.
You dare challenge Megamind in my own Metrocity? Do you even know who I am?
Well, life is full of disappointments.
Hey!
Oh dear. The elastic one. Oh dear. Oh boy.
As you like to say, dehydration gun!
If you're going to steal my lines, at least do it properly.
Oh! Oh boy. Ugh.
Okay, thank you for the help.
Minion, is the death ray ready?
Approaching. Getting there. Almost. Kinda. Maybe. On the way. Yes.
Fire! Whoa!
Oh dear.
Oh, Roxanne's gonna kill me.
Oh dear.
Remember this, villain! The good guys always win! This is how it's really done! Dehydration gun! Villain! You mean... Oh, wait a minute. This is all a big misunderstanding.
Oh dear. Oh my goodness.
Oh, work is going to kill me for this.
I guess that's 2 for Gru, 0 for Will Ferrell.
With so many chaotic factors in this fight, it can get overwhelming trying to keep track of them all.
So we'll break it down 3 ways: arsenal, minions, and skill.
In terms of
Alright.
weapon versatility, Megamind definitely had much more to use. The D-gun alone had enough effects to match what Gru could do with nearly his whole kit. Throw in disguise generators, invisible cars, portal bazookas, and it's a lot for Gru to handle.
Just one problem. Megamind might have had variety, but Gru's weaponry was far stronger in scope. Sure, Megamind's death ray could blow up a mountain, but Gru's shrink ray could take out the moon.
And is much easier to use on top of it. Frankly, much of Megamind's deadliest weaponry would have little effect anyway.
Check this out. When Gru first tried to get the shrink ray, he triggered a missile trap so explosive it created a mushroom cloud. Based on the size of the blast, that's about 4 kilotons of TNT. And all those missiles fired at him from point-blank range.
Shockingly, that's about 38 times greater than Megamind's orbital death ray. And
What?
Gru kind of just walked it off. Megamind's mecha suit could take big hits like that, but Megamind himself? No.
So Megamind would have a hard time blowing him up, but he could still dehydrate him, disintegrate him, freeze him, or even just turn off his gravity and send him flying into space, right?
Sure, though Gru does have some similar weaponry. As far as arsenal is concerned, Gru could take out Megamind through sheer firepower, but Megamind could potentially counter with the D-Gun's effects. It's a whoever shoots first wins situation. Their arsenals match up fairly evenly.
But
Damn.
these guys aren't alone. Let's cover Gru's minions and Megamind's, minions.
1-to-1, one of Gru's minions was certainly more likely to take out a brainbot. Sure, minions may have the attention span of an iPad kid, but they can effortlessly hack, dismantle, and rewire most machines, like, you know, Megamind's brainbots.
And they just won't die. Certainly nothing the brainbots have can take them out. For all we know, the minions may be completely indestructible.
To be fair, maybe one brainbot doesn't stand a chance against one minion, but there are far more brainbots than minions in total. 10
Yeah,
times
that's
more.
true.
And the brainbots are a much more organized and focused unit.
Compared to the vanilla minions, maybe. But the mega minions are strong enough to rip and chop through metal like wet paper. Aunt Mel's got a history of destroying satellites with a laser beam strong enough to cut through the earth. So it's bye-bye death ray.
But we can't ignore the most competent minion of them all, Megamind's minion, Old Chum.
He's way more competent than Dr. Navario, can operate all the tech like the mech suit used to fight Titan, and can match Megamind's brains and style beat for beat. Remember that whole presentation bit in the movie? Yeah, that wasn't Megamind, that was Minion.
While Megamind's army lacks the power of, say, the Mega Minions, having a second in command who's just as smart and capable as him makes up for it, making a battle of their underlings too close to call.
So,
Damn.
if neither of them has a clear edge in
Okay.
weaponry or their henchmen, what matters most isn't the tools themselves, but how good or bad they are at using them. It all comes down to skill.
Both Gru and Megamind have their share of less than genius moments and bad luck, but even in the face of things gone wrong, Gru tends to fail upwards, still ultimately completing his missions, unlike Megamind, who tends to fail much harder before he learns how to succeed.
And we love him for it. It's not like Gru has to put up with Elvis Superman, but even during their villain phases, Gru found some success, unlike Megamind.
Who also has a bad habit of not using his weapon effectively. Like never using the D-Gun against the Doom Syndicate, either because he can get easily flustered or he just loves showing off. So it's more likely Gru could succeed in a whoever shoots first wins quick draw situation with their arsenals.
Quick draw is right. Megamind dodging electric blasts is impressive, clocking in around half the speed of sound.
But it pales in comparison to Gru piloting hypersonic ships into space and dodging heat-seeking missiles at Mach 10. Meaning he is fast enough to win that quick draw. Gru takes skill, which finally tips the scales. After a nail-biting back and forth, he has just enough to land the winning blow first, more often than not.
Sorry, Megamind. I think you losing was a monstrosity.
It's Metros. I trust the winner is Felonious Gru.
Next time on Death Battle.
Alright, let's see what's next. Wait a second. Is this Chainsaw versus... Yep. Jujutsu
Subscribe
Kaisen.
and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
I mean, like, alright, I guess, with that next one. Not exactly too excited about it, but meh. A fight's a fight. Change the camera, as usual. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not disappointed with the fight, but I do know that somebody on YouTube Shorts or TikTok, wherever he is at, is gonna get upset with this. Oh well. This was a pretty fun fight, not gonna lie. I liked it. Although I was expecting for Minion to make a comeback on like showing up immediately with the giant mech suit and punching away Gru with the wool from his own gun. But I guess not. Anyways, that was still pretty fun to watch though. Really cool, really cool. And that felt like a Illuminations and DreamWorks crossover. I really want to see another one like that. It's pretty fun. Anyways, I'll catch you guys all in the next video. So peace out, everybody. And again, I won't know right now. I won't know if I will be uploading anymore. Probably just like back to once a month. But I'll see. But like I said earlier, take care, everybody. Bye bye.